Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Bam! It is a beautiful Tuesday episode, and boy, is it a hot one. My goodness. As you can see, your boy's attire, I am wearing a tank top because it is hot as balls, man. It is hot as Satan's balls out there. I wonder if it's hot where y'all are at. If it is, leave a comment. Let me know how hot it is, man, because goddamn, it's getting hot out here. But I want to start off today's episode with a big thank you to just everybody who has been supporting the show, the live streams, all that good stuff. I want to give a big thank you to all of you guys because honestly, man, y'all been showing out and I've been seeing it. I've been following it, tracking my analytics every single day and seeing you guys really enjoying the content, for one. And for two, really letting me know that you're enjoying the content by whether you're downloading, whether you're liking and commenting, following on TikTok and Instagram, subscribing on YouTube, all that good stuff. I have been seeing you guys showing support, and I just want to give you a big thank you. All right, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, because there are a lot of times when you're a content creator and you're just kind of starting out and you don't really know if it's gonna last long term for you, or if what you're putting out is actually reaching an audience or reaching somebody who actually likes the content, stuff like that. And if I'm being honest with you, it's one of those things where I've had a lot of moments where I'm like, man, why am I still doing it? Fuck this shit. You get kind of just down on yourself and you just think to yourself man, this ain't gonna really work out for me. Why am I still doing this? Maybe I should try something different. Maybe I should just do something else. And then I open my analytics and I see that you guys are downloading, almost 100 downloads in a day. And then I see new subscribers coming in. I be seeing people commenting on TikTok and liking and stuff like that on Instagram and whatever. It's just I start to see the interaction that you guys put in to the content that I'm putting out there, and then I'm like, all right, I could do this. It's worth it. I could do this. This is what I'm talking about. It's a big confirmation for me that what I'm doing is actually working, and the goals that I'm trying to achieve and get to are coming to fruition. And yes, it may take a lot longer, than I anticipate. It may take a lot longer than I think, but it's happening. And honestly, I have you guys to think about that. Whether you're a listener on the audio platforms or you're an avid watcher on YouTube, I want to thank you for just giving the content a shot, giving it a try, and saying, you know what? Hey, I like his shit. You know what I mean? Whether you're the type of person that only really likes the Thursday episodes, whether you're a type of person who likes the Thursday episodes and the Tuesday and Sunday episodes, or if you're just a person that, hey man, I'm just here for the threads because they're interesting. It just, whatever niche you find, or whatever thing that you like that I do, hey, I'm for it. I appreciate it. You're showing support in whatever little way that you decide to show support, and I appreciate it. And I just want you to know that it's not going unseen. You know what I mean? And I love it. I do. I really do. So I just wanted to start the episode off with that because we've been having a standout July as far as analytics go for the channel, and I appreciate it. I really do. It puts a smile on my face, and I'd be like, damn, look at that. That's something special. And we're just about to approach our 2-year anniversary of doing the podcast. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to get as far as 2 years. I really didn't. The amount of content that I have done in this like 11 months has been crazy, if I'm being real with you. You know, the amount of I've done so much content is so many threads, so many scenarios. It's insane, my back catalog of content that I have. And I love being able to have that large back catalog of content because I know how I consume content. I'm the type of person where I consume content where if I find a content creator and I'm like, oh, you know, whether they're big or small, it doesn't matter. I see a video that draws my attention and I watch it and I watch it all the way through and I'm like, man, that was a good ass video. And then I go to their channel and they barely have anything up. And I'm like, all right, well, I won't be ever seeing this channel again. You know what I mean? And then there are some channels that I see and I'm like, dang, I really like that video. I want to see more of them. And they have a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch that video next. Oh, I'm going to watch that video next. You know, I love that. And that's the type of content creator that I want to be for you guys, where you may not find me on this episode. You may have found me on episode like 125. You may have found me on episode 60. You may have found me on episode 1. I don't know where you found me, but it's the fact that you found me and then you watch the episode and you're like, you know, this guy's kind of goofy. He's kind of funny. He's a little entertaining, you know. I like the scenarios, you know what I mean? And then you go to my channel and you're like, oh, he got content. You know what I mean? And so it allows people to be like, shit, I'm going to watch another one. Oh, shit, I'm going to get into this. Oh, dang, he does these book episodes. And then it's one of those things where it's like, you don't have to go looking for the book episodes because I playlist everything for you guys. And everything is in the description. I will always have everything in the description for you guys, whether it's the Discord for the notification center, whether it's links to my Twitch and Kick, if you want to follow us over there for the live streams, or it's the short form content side of things, whether it's Instagram, TikTok. If you guys want to get caught up on Haunting Adeline and you want to see both books, whether you're an ACOTAR fan and you're like, oh shit, he did A Court of Thorns and Roses. Whether you're a Hooked fan, you're like, holy shit, you know, he did Hooked. You know what I mean? There's all the playlists. They're there. Whether they're YouTube videos or the Spotify side of things, I make sure I have playlists, just everything set up for you guys. I do want to let you know that the previous live streams that we just did for the book Twisted Love, those are up on Spotify as well for you guys. I will have a playlist. I'll have a playlist for you guys. Playlist and a link to those playlists in the description of this video for you guys. So if you missed those live streams, or if you're like, oh, they did Twisted Love, because Twisted Love, I ain't gonna lie to you, was juicy. Oh my God, it was juicy. Definitely get in there. Now, disclaimer. All right. These, Twisted Love was done on a live stream. So I am going to be talking alongside the book. So, but I do breakdowns. I do chapter breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. But I am talking alongside the book because, I do have a chat and I'm talking to the chat and I'm, interacting with them and stuff like that. So again, it's not going to be what you guys are normally used to on a Thursday episode, because the Thursday episode, you guys just get the book. I don't talk over it. It's just the book narration doing its thing. But those are going to be different. But every Sunday, we are going to be doing a different book. So, be ready for that. But I am going to try to have the book streams on Spotify for you guys, just so that way you guys can listen to them and just have the audio only of it. You don't have to have the live stream video. You can just have that. So, just making things easy and accessible for you guys. But I'm done ranting. This was a long intro. I do apologize, but we are going to get into today's thread right now. Today's thread is, women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy looking at your boobies? All right. So what do you think? When you catch a guy staring at the boobies, Let's see. Shit, have they popped out again? Oh. What do you mean again? That's the part that spun me. What do you mean again? The boobies is popping out all the time, girl. Oh man. You know, where do you live? No. I love, you know what I mean? I'd love to get a glimpse of, you know, these popping out. You know, what's going on now? Women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobies? I'd be confused because I'm flat as a washboard. I assume he's trying to verify I have any boobs at all. That's crazy. Now, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I even said this on one of the live streams. It was one of the live streams that we did when we were going over Twisted Love. And I had said, I am a lover of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a lover of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta have boobies like that. You know, and even if you don't got boobies like that, I'll stare. I will. I'll stare at your chest and be like, Because I know, even though they tiny, I'd still put them in my mouth. You know what I mean? Hey. Women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy looking at your boobies? What I am thinking depends on how they're looking. Is it a polite sneakeroo? Then I am secretly flattered. Are they leering and licking their lips? Then I am grossed out and feel violated. I am busty and have long accepted that most men will intentionally always instinctively look for half a second, then look at my face. I mean, they're right. They're right there. But if it feels like a greedy look, it's just no, it's gross. Don't do it. It's a complete turn off and you'll lose all respect in an instant. So, gentlemen out there, if you're going to look at some boobies, make sure you make it look like, you know, you just trying to do a little sneakeroo thing. Because then she's going to be like, ooh, I'm kind of flattered. She might shake them around for you, you know what I mean? She might jump up and down. Yeah, okay. All right. Now I know how to look at some boobies in the public. You got to make it look like it's a sneakeroo, you know? You got to like hold up your phone and be like, yeah. Oh no. I was just... Yeah, the weather on my phone. Yeah, so, you know, yeah. Okay, sneakeroo. Don't be just sitting there, you know what I mean, just like looking and you just like a dog with his tongue out and shit. You know, come on, man. Come on, 'cause I know some of you weirdos be doing that shit. You know, yeah, I see you. Yeah. Nah. Okay, all right. Sneakeroo, got you. Duly noted. Women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy looking at your boobies? Depends on whether they're looking at them like I'd look at a pretty flower or like I'd look at a juicy steak after 3-day fast. Admiration and leering are very different things. Facts. She just confirmed. All right. She further confirmed that you gotta do the sneakeroo, you know, you gotta just kind of gotta do the triple take, like, wah. You know what I mean? To where it's like you wasn't looking, but they kind of caught your eye. But at the same time, you didn't know if they caught your eye that much. And you're just like, no, I had to double take. I had to make sure that I was seeing what I thought I was seeing. But I am seeing what I thought I was seeing because I'm seeing it. And it's great. It's fantastic. You know, let me get one more look. Okay. Because then they're going to be like, oh, okay. No, you can get a better look because they're there. They're fantastic. You know what I mean? I bought a new Victoria's Secret. You know what I mean? For this moment. You know? Because, man, whatever happened to the style? Girls probably didn't like this style even when it was, I guess, the style. But what happened to the style of, like, girls that wear a tank top, right? But, like, you could still see, like, the bras, like, you know, visible. Like, you can see the bra, like, right here. You can see it on the edges. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to that style? That was the shit. I won't lie to you. I remember when I used to go to school and, You would see the more developed girls wearing that style where they would wear a tank top and then, they would wear the bra under it and you could totally see the bra, but it's like there, but it's not there. Like, what happened to that style? That was the shit. I won't lie to you, man. A lot of white girls did it more than other girls did it. There were some Mexican girls that did it, but and the Mexican girls were the best at it because they were the most like well endowed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like the white girls, they had some boobies, but they didn't really have boobies like the Mexican girls. The Mexican girls had some boobies. I was like, yo, why the Mexican girls got boobies like that? I'm like, damn. That I think that's where my love of Hispanic women started. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love my white women. Love y'all. Y'all the best. But the Hispanic women, they just be having the boobies. And I'm not a boob guy. All right, I'm not a boob guy. I just appreciate them. I'm the type of guy where it's like if they're there, amazing. If they're not, that's cool. I'll still lick on them. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things where it's just like I said. I miss that style. I wish it would come back. I ain't gonna lie. I wish it would come back. Little tank top, and then you could kind of see the edges of the bra outside the tank top. That shit was nice. Let me know down in the comments if you know what style I'm talking about. Cause you know what I mean. Hey. All right, women. What are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobies? As a woman with very large boobs, I'm usually more surprised when people don't look at my boobs. It honestly doesn't bother me. I'd look too. Hey, that's the queen right there. That's the queen right there. She understands. Like, we gotta look. They're there. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like she ain't wearing shirts that don't show them off. Like, come on, man. That's the one thing I hate. Okay? Like, look, I understand, if you got some nice cleavage and you got a nice little derriere going on and you're wearing an outfit that you feel cute in, but you ain't necessarily trying to show things off. You know what I mean? It's more of like a conservative little outfit, but you still look cute. But then there are girls, that are wearing like purposeful outfits that are like showing the goods, and then they're like, don't look, and it's like, what? Huh? Like, bruh. That make no sense to me. You out here showing it, but you don't want me to look? What the fuck? That's weird as hell. Like, you know what I mean? I don't. That to me just is weird. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? And then a lot of girls try to sit there and they try to make excuses. Oh, well, we just want to wear that outfit. Why can't we just wear an outfit and you not stare? And it's like, bro, because they're there. They're there. It's all out. Like, come on, man. Come on now. Like, the manufacturer of that shirt knew what they were doing. They knew, like, yeah, well-endowed girl is going to wear this and her boobies are going to be out. Like, come on, man. And then you bought it. Damn well knowing the boobies was gonna be out. Come on, man. Hey, like, let's stop all this feigning ignorance. Come on now. All right, women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobies? I have ample breasts, so it's never a shock to me. I like to say hi to them in my sweet, cheerful voice, and it makes them glitch. No free stares if you have to give me an obligatory hello now and feel a little shame. I mean, if I was staring at the boobs and then she said hi, I would just keep staring at the boobs and be like, hi. I would feel no shame. The fuck are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like that's one thing that I kind of love about like being in my 30s now. And don't mind you, like, I'm not like well into my 30s. Your boy 30. Like, all right, calm down. But what I love about being a lot older is you just don't give a fuck no more. You know what I mean? Like shit that used to embarrass you and make you feel like, oh no, I you know what I mean? And are you afraid to say it and share in front of people? When you get to a certain age, for some people it may be older, but for me, once I got to like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like probably 28, I just stopped giving a shit. And And I just be like, dang, you got some really nice boobs. I try not to be weird about shit. I try to make sure like conversations established before that. I don't open up with that or nothing. But you know what I mean? It's just like, bro, I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of like giving a shit what people think. It's like, bro, I don't care. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I can't wait to be an old person sometimes, because sometimes, like, I feel like old people, man, they get away with, like, the best shit ever. Like, they could, like, being just a goofy old man, you know what I mean? Come on, that would be amazing. Being just a goofy little old man, just staring at girls, you're just like, oh, back in my day, that was, or, you'd be like, if I was 40 years younger, you know what I mean? You just be a goofy old man, and, they're going to, a lot of girls would just look at it like, oh, you're just being a silly old man. I'm not about to be going around touching or nothing like that. I know some motherfuckers, man, they going to be wearing like the fake glasses, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I probably will. I don't know. But yeah, man, I be planning it out. I'm like, when I'm gonna be an old man, I'm gonna be a little goofy old man, All right, women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobies? I'm just suddenly made aware that my top is much lower cut than I realize, and otherwise ignore the look. I look at people's bodies all the time, not staring and not lustily, but still, I look. Not going to police other people's eyes, especially if I'm wearing something displaying my cleavage. Hey, kudos to you. Thank you. Because I was just saying, I can't stand when a girl wears something that she knows the boobies are going to be out. You know what I mean? The manufacturer knew that the boobies was going to be out. You bought it knowing that the boobies was going to be out. You wore it seeing that the boobies are out. And then you like, why are you staring? Like, bruh, because the boobies are out. What do you mean? Come on now. What? You ain't fooling nobody. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. You know what I mean? And I would think you would want me to stare. And then me staring confirms that, whatever it is you were trying to do, it worked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it worked. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? Like, it worked. Like, bruh, what are we talking about? Hey, like I said, W to her. She gets it. She's like, hey, I wore the shirt. Women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobies? I don't even notice it. Now, if they are blatant about it, I'll say something. But the men I interact with on the daily are more respectful. And that's good. That's good. I'm glad that they are more respectful. I wonder if they ask you to touch them, though. I won't lie to you. Like, excuse me, can I respectfully touch your bosoms? Would that work? You know what I mean? Like ladies, let me know. Would that work? If a guy, walked up to you, was talking to you for a little bit, you guys were talking for a while, and then he was like, may I respectfully touch your bosoms? Would you let him? I'd love to know. I'd love to know the answer to that question, because I feel like that's $1 million question right there. You know what I mean? Oh, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see, like if he was just like, I respectfully would like to touch your bosoms, would you be like, since you're so respectful about it, sure. I'd probably get a lot of no's. I won't lie to you. There'll probably be a lot of girls that are like, no, I still wouldn't. But, you never know. You know what I mean? You never know. All right. Women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy looking at your boobies? To be honest, I feel embarrassed, but I wish it didn't bother me. Yeah, I understand that it could embarrass you, but at the same time, it's like, girl, that should be a confidence booster. What you mean? Don't let that embarrass you. Now, that's cute if I'm being straight with you. You know what I mean? Say, you staring at a girl, boobies or whatever, and then she kind of gets embarrassed. To a guy, that's kind of cute. You know what I mean? Her face turning red a little bit, whatever, and she's just like, oh. That's cute. I wouldn't lie. That would make me then feel like, dang, oh, she's even cuter now. That, you know what I mean? Like the boobus drew me in, but then the embarrassedness kind of like made her cute. But again, it would suck because it's like that made her cute, but then I would feel like, damn, I shouldn't approach her because she's already embarrassed and she may feel like I'm weird, you know. But I don't know. But that in my opinion would, if they're embarrassed, kind of cute. But girl, take that as a confidence booster. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got the goods. You got the goods. All right, women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at the boobies? If they want to look at my big boobs, I better be able to look at their bulge. Hey, facts. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I mean? When I be getting along and strong, and it's one of those like it just comes out of nowhere. Hey, I just be letting it out. I remember when I was a kid, you used to do the whole like put your hand in your pocket thing and like hold it down. But now, I just be letting it fly, man. I'm like, yep, that's my schlong. What you gonna do about it? He's a grower, not a shower. You know what I mean? That's him. You know what I mean? Like again, like I was saying, you kind of get to that age where you're just like, I don't give a fuck anymore, man. I just don't care. You just be letting it fly. Now if it's like pitch and tent kind of thing, all right, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like if it's like down the leg, bulge, all right, we chilling, we straight. But if it's like pitch and tent and you're like full on, okay, that's crazy. That's a little crazy. Yeah, because then it just looks weird at that point. I ain't gonna lie. But I know some of you girls though, you be dick watchers. I know some of you girls out there be dick watching. Come on now. Hey, don't lie. Don't lie. That's why the gray sweatpants is a thing. Y'all be dick watching. Come on now. All right, women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobs? I lower myself to their gaze to make eye contact. I mean, look. You should be flattered. You know what I mean? And it's like God gave you a gift. It is what it is. The itty bitty titty committee, they look on to you with jealousy, even though they should love their little boobies too. I do. I love the little boobies. I'm all about it. But again, it's one of those things where it's like you should walk with them with pride. Because you're walking with them with pride, you know what I mean? That shows you, hey, that God gift is working. All right, women, what are you actually thinking when you catch a guy staring at your boobs? As much as these bras cost, please look, thank you. Facts. Do you know how much those damn things cost? Oh my God. It is crazy to me how you girls be spending, especially the girls with like bigger boobs, they be spending like $60 on them damn things. I'm like, yo, because I remember one time in school, I had wondered, I was like, why does this girl wear the same bra every single day? And it was one of those things where she was wearing that style where she would wear a tank top and you could see her bra poking out the sides and whatnot. And I would notice she would wear the same bra like at least 3 to 4 days in a row. And I wondered, I was like, they don't change them out like they change their underwear out. You know what I mean? The bras don't get stinky. They don't get like booby juice or something on them. I didn't understand that. And then she was like, oh, it's because this bra right here costs like $35. Like I could only afford one. And I was like, oh, for real. And then, my ex-fiance, she was a little well endowed, if you will. You know what I mean? She was a 34 double D. And, when I would go shopping with her, we go to Victoria's Secret or whatever, I would be like, oh, you should, I guess, try this one. This one's in your size or whatever. And she's just like looking at it and she's like, oh no, not this one. And I'm like, what? Why? And then I didn't realize that, you know, if you want a little like nice lacy thing, it costs more than if you were to get like a more blander style. And I was like, huh. And I checked the price tag on it. I was like, oh, this motherfucker's $60. And I'm like, babe, why is it $60? And she's like, oh, because it's a bigger cup. And then it's because it's got like lacy designs and shit on it. And I'm like, huh? Hey, that should be crazy. Yeah, that's facts, bro. That's facts. She's like, as much as these fucking bras cost, you better fucking stare. Like, goddamn. Oh, man, but that's going to be the end of that thread, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that thread. I know I did. I learned a lot about boobies, and I learned a lot about, you know, how to stare at them now. You know what I mean? I gotta be, like, covert about it, you know? I got to be like, oh. And they will think it's more flattering. Let's go, baby. But you guys let me know what you think about the thread in the comments. And ladies, if you're listening or you're watching, let me know. Let me know. Well, what do you do when you catch a guy looking at the boobies? Let me know. All right. So we're going to get on into announcements, and then we will get right into our scenarios for today's episode, sent in by the lovely Patreon people, as well as you guys as well. So patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show. All right. So definitely get on in there, man. We got a nice little growing community. Hopefully, I hope to grow it a lot bigger. I know we can do it. It's $3 a month. Again, get you that exclusive episode. There's over 100 hours of content over there. I'm telling you, the content over there is just as good as it is over here, maybe even better. I won't lie to you, it's kind of a little better. and definitely get on over there, man. There's a lot to binge. So, you know, if you've been binging the episodes over here and you're kind of like, I need a little more to binge, guess what? You got 100 hours over there, just $3 away, baby. All right, so get on in there. Check that out. Links are in the description. Audio listeners, thank you guys so much for all of the support, man. You guys have been showing support. Woo! Man, I've been watching the analytics very closely, and on most days, you guys are getting almost to 100 downloads in a day, and that to me is insane. Insane. I think that it's because last month, we were 4 downloads away from having a 2,000 download month. And I think you guys are just trying to show out now. You guys are like, yeah, we're about to get to that 2,000 downloads. All right. July is going to be that month where we get them 2,000 downloads, baby. So, hey, run it up. Run it up. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Last month it was 1,996. So see if you guys can beat that. I appreciate all the support, man. I really do. Love it so much, man. That's why I had to thank y'all in the beginning of this episode, because I'm like, damn, man, y'all out here showing out. Y'all out here showing out. Keep rating this 5 stars. Helps out a lot, and it's for free. And if it's faux free, it's faux me. If you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok for the short form content. Subscribe to us on YouTube for the live streams, as well as, you know, the video side of the content, all that good stuff. Love you guys all. I'm hoping to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I know we can do it. All right. I know we can do it. So without further ado, let's get into today's scenarios. Our first one is, am I overreacting for telling my girlfriend to stop talking to other people? What? Okay, let's get into this. Hi, I'm 21 male, and my 20 female girlfriend got into a disagreement because she is giving attention to other men. I already said to her that I don't like it, but she doesn't care. She says that they have a girlfriend, so it's not bad, or it doesn't mean anything. For context, it's a TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, she has a lot of men and they send hearts to each other. I remember one time we were on Discord and she was showing her TikTok and one guy called her baby and she closed the chat really fast. She doesn't let me see the chats on Instagram. She says she doesn't talk to anybody. She says they talk to her. So I don't know what to do. Am I overreacting? Okay. Personally, bro, I don't think you're overreacting at all. And I think that she's kind of just playing the field, if I'm being honest with you. I think she enjoys the attention. Your attention is not enough for her. I think it's a thing where she's so used to getting so much attention by so many different guys that your attention alone is not enough for her. So she needs more of that attention and she needs to get it from other guys. And so that just tells me that this relationship is not going to last and that she still needs to get that constant validation and that constant attention from these guys while she's in a relationship with you. And this is just not going to stop. And this is a situation where, if I'm being honest with you, bro, I would just break up with her. I'd be like, look, man, I don't think that my attention alone is enough for you. You feel that you need my attention as well as all these other guys' attention. And it is what it is. This has already been proven just for the fact that she's not willing to like curve these guys for you. The fact that she is defending talking to these guys. Oh, they have boyfriends or they have girlfriends and all that. Bro, that ain't gonna stop them. That ain't gonna stop them from wanting to fuck, from wanting to try to clap cheeks. Like, come on, man. And then on top of that, the fact that you're entertaining it only exacerbates that problem of them wanting to cheat on their girlfriends to try to have sex with you at least once or try to, you know what I mean, have the opportunity to get close to you, whatever the case may be. Like, come on, man. Like, no. Cooked. This relationship is cooked. If I'm being honest with you, bro, break up with her. She's done. You let her know, like, hey, man, I get it. You want to still talk to all these dudes. I'm not cool with that. I'm done with the relationship. I'm out. Peace and chicken grease. And I guarantee you it's a thing that you don't want to leave this relationship because you're like, oh, she's super attractive and oh, I'll never find a girl like her and she's the only one and all this bullshit, bro. You need to get up out of that mindset and get up out of that right now, if I'm being honest with you. Because there are so many girls out there. There are plenty fish in the sea, bro. You know what I mean? Just find you another girl that doesn't need all this kind of attention. Because again, it's a thing where if you guys aren't on good terms and you guys are fighting or whatever the case may be, guess what she gonna do? She gonna go to these dudes. She's going to go to these dudes and talk to them. And these guys are only going to be like, oh, yeah, no, you should break up with him. Oh, he doesn't deserve you, this and that. And you're going to be feeding that into her mind. Before you know it, she going to break up with you, bro. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be sitting there looking stupid. Like, I'm telling you, man, if I'm being honest with you, break up with this girl. She done. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, though. You know. All right. Next one is, am I overreacting for not opening gifts at my baby shower? Why would you not open gifts at your baby shower? Ain't they your gifts? All right, let's see what's up. Okay, to start this off, there's some context needed. So this is the first grandchild slash great grandchild on my 22 female side of the family. I tend to have a hard time standing up to my family, which is getting better since I met my husband, but this baby shower has been a nightmare since my family asked to do it. Every request I made on theme, location, food, and guests has been completely ignored. And I've gone along just to avoid drama or issues, but I had to put my foot down today because since the beginning, I've been extremely clear that my husband and I don't want to open gifts at the shower and would rather do them at home. Part of the reason is I've been diagnosed with severe prenatal anxiety, and opening presents in front of a bunch of people I barely know sounds like my own personal nightmare. Today, my grandma, 65 female, called and mentioned playing bingo with the presents opened, and I gently reminded her that we aren't opening presents there, and it's like I opened the floodgates. All of a sudden, I'm getting called every name in the book: selfish, disrespectful, ungrateful, and I mentioned that it's a mutual decision and that it was our request for the baby shower. My grandma then started saying my husband and his side can just have their own baby shower then. I told her that the baby was every bit his to celebrate as it was mine. To this wouldn't tolerate alienating the other side of my new family. My cousin then texts me and tells me that it doesn't matter what I want and that I have to do what they want. That's crazy. I'm not going to lie, after all of that, I was more set in my decision, and I told her that when the baby shower comes 20 days from now, if they try to make us open them there, my husband and I will leave early. My husband is telling me to stand on business because it's gone far enough. I hate this amount of conflict, and it gives me major anxiety. Am I overreacting? Hell no. Because for one, I would be like, babe, fuck this baby shower. If I'm being honest with you, bro, fuck this baby shower. And you can take all your presents back. I don't give a fuck at this point. You want to ignore my wife when it comes to her preferences on food, location, theme, all that shit. You guys said, nah, we're doing it our way. Cool. Your way, you can see the highway, bitch, because I'm not about to be there. I'm not about to be there for this shit. Fuck you. Me and my wife, we gonna go have a baby shower ourselves. And I would decorate the living room in her theme, and I would get the food that she want, and I'd be like, yeah, this is our baby shower, man. Fuck them, bro. Like, I get it. Family is an important component to things, but when your family is overbearing and they're just downright rude like that, you kind of need to put your foot down and say, you know what? That's cool. You guys we're going to do our own thing. I'm good on you. We're going to just do our own thing because this is just terrible. I'm not about to sit here and be fucking like ostracized out of my own baby shower because you guys want to do things your way. Like, that's insane to me. Like, this is my baby shower. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I'm the one with the baby inside of me. Like, what the fuck are we talking? Like, come on, bro. That's why as the husband, I would be like, bro, babe, nah, fuck them. We having our own baby shower. I'm going to throw you a baby shower. Fuck this shit. Because that's, and then she already has this prenatal anxiety. She's already dealing with swollen ankles and feet, and she's already probably irritable enough. Like, why are you guys not having the baby shower at your house? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we going somewhere for a baby shower? No, if you can't make it to our house, cool, you're not going. Like, bruh, I would be putting my goddamn foot down. I'd be like, nah, look, man, we're having the baby shower at our house so that way my wife doesn't have anxiety like that. She can open her presents at home. She ain't got to worry about all that shit. I'm taking care of the food and decorations and themes and all that kind of stuff. You motherfuckers just show up and enjoy. All right, I ain't about to sit here and listen to anybody's inputs. None of that. If you don't want to come, cool. That's on you. But if you want to come, cool. And you respect our wishes of having it at our house, and we control the theme and the food and all that kind of stuff. Like, if you don't like that, cool. Don't show up. If you do and you're okay with it, come on down. Happy to have you. Like, that's crazy shit. No, I don't think you're overreacting at all. Your family is crazy as hell. And you need to put your foot down and be like, no, we're doing it this way. It's my way or the highway. And they can have their petty squabbles all they want. And fuck them and their petty squabbles. You know what I mean? Man, that's crazy. All right. Let's get into our next one. Am I the asshole for getting with my ex and I's friend right after we broke up? Hold on. Oh, wait. So your ex. So you guys were both friends with this person. So your ex and you are friends with this person. And so then you guys broke up. So then you went with the friend. All right. I, 22 female, left a 5-year relationship with my ex, 21 male, because it was toxic and completely one-sided. I did everything, cooked, cleaned, drove him to work, planned dates, and when he'd be willing to go, while he ignored me, spoke to me horribly, and made me feel worthless. He told me he hated me regularly. That's insane. How did you spend 5 years with this dude? The dick game must have been crazy. You know, Chad must have been just laying that thundercock on you. There ain't no way, bruh. So shortly after the breakup, I started seeing a longtime friend, 28 male of ours, who we've known longer than my ex has. Oh, who I've known longer than my ex has. Okay. But I'm wondering how much of a villain I am in this scenario. I'm insanely happy now, and this guy seriously appreciates all I do and always has. Am I the asshole for moving on so fast with someone he knows? No, because I know how women break up with guys. Women break up with dudes far before they actually break up with him. If I'm being honest with you, you were broken up with him before you actually broke up with him. Alright, he just didn't know that. And then he's mad because dude is older, probably laying that pipe down a little better, and then is treating you better. So of course homeboy is going to be all in his feelings and like, oh my God, why did you do this? Why did you go move on so fast? Bro, because she broke up with you months before she actually broke up with you. Probably years before she actually broke up with you, bro. She was checked out of this fucking relationship a while ago. You're just finding out now. So the fact that I know how women actually break up with men goes to show that technically you didn't get with this guy like mere weeks after breaking up with your man. You kind of got with him like you broke up with this dude and then you were single for months and then you started dating this guy. Because let's be honest, that's how you saw it. That is definitely how you saw it. You were like, I'm single. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know this nigga. I don't know him. Like, I'm just in this relationship. Like, and I guarantee, and a lot of girls do this. They'll stay in the relationship until they find something better. And then once they find something better, then they will officially break up with the dude. But while they're in the relationship looking for that better, trust me, man, they ain't doing nothing for you. They ain't doing shit for you. Oh, you want to have sex? Nah, I got a headache. Nah, I'm on my period. Nah, I got cramping. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood. Like, bruh, trust me. Trust me, she broke up with you months ago. Months. So the fact that, like I said, you did that, I don't think you're the asshole. It just makes sense. And you got you an older guy. He's better anyway. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Yeah. Like just because he thought, oh, I could act any old kind of way with his broke ass. The fact that you were, I get it. You were cooking and cleaning, 100% amazing. That's great that you did that. But the fact that you were driving this nigga around and I'll go verbatim shit. You drove him around. You drove him to work. You planned dates. When he was willing to go, he ignored you. And then when he would speak to you on the dates, he spoke to you horribly. So come on, man. How were you not checked out months ago? How are you not? Like, if I'm being honest with you, yeah, bro's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, and you should have been broke up with him a long time ago. But I understand. I know what you were doing. You broke up with him in your mind months ago, and then you were looking for something better. You found something better. Then you finally made it official, and you went with, oh boy, it is what it is. You know, a lot of girls do it. Yeah, that's exactly how this relationship. But are you overreacting, or are you the asshole for doing that? Fuck no. Fuck no. Again, I guarantee you, my man was broke. Her ex-boyfriend was broke as a joke. You know what I mean? He didn't have no car. He didn't have nothing going on. And I guarantee you that's why he didn't plan dates. And I guarantee you were paying for the dates. Guarantee it. You were paying for the dates that you planned for, and that this motherfucker barely went to. You know, come on, man. Like he expected this relationship to last. Stupid. Come on, man. Nah, I don't think he's an asshole. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments. This is going to be our last one for today's episode. Again, thank you guys for all the support. I love you guys so much. If you've gotten this far in the episode, man, you're a real goat. I love you. I really do. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing. You guys have been really showing a lot of support and honestly making this little dream of mine seem like more of a reality. If I'm being real with you, man. Again, I talked about it in a previous episode that I can't wait for this to be my job. You know, I can't wait for this to be all that I do, is making content for you guys, streaming for you guys, connecting with you guys, and just, you know, just being that connected and having that cool community. You know what I mean? But yeah, again, I appreciate that so much. Thank you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, let's get into this last scenario, though. This one is, am I the asshole for not wanting to go to the fair with my crush because he wanted to bring another girl? Woo! Uh-oh. So me and this guy have known, we've liked one another for a while, and we've been talking recently. Apparently, he says he likes this girl, even though he said we were in the talking stage together. And I got a bit upset over it, but it is whatever. But we were supposed to go to the fair next week, just me and him. And he asked if he could bring the girl he was talking to with him, and because he doesn't know if she'll like me, even though that was a time for me and him to bond. And I figured out our relationship status, and now I don't even want to go to the fair because I just feel like a second option. If I'm being honest with you, yeah, you are. You're a second option. Yeah, I would just block this guy now and just move on. You know, because if I'm being honest with you, that's what he's doing. He's doing this thing where he is secretly trying to have you both. You know, and have you both okay with it. You know, my man's bold. I give him that. My man is bold. But this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to have you both as like his pseudo girlfriends. And I say pseudo girlfriends because it's a thing where if he goes and does something with the other girl and you don't like it, he can sit there and say, oh, but we're not dating. We're not together. You see what I mean? And vice versa with the other girl. So that's why I say he wants you guys as pseudo girlfriends. So he has plausible deniability to be like, oh, dude, we're not dating. Like, you know, yeah, I kissed her, but I only kissed her because we're not dating. You know what I mean? And I'm not dating her. I'm just seeing where things go. And, you know, we went out and we happened to kiss. You see what I mean? He's trying to pseudo girlfriend. But he's never going to make anything official with either of you because he wants to hold on to both of you. And then once one of you decides, you know what, this shit ain't worth it, I'm dipping, then he's going to go make it official with the other girl. So if you want to play the game of attrition, you can, which I think that's I think that's a losing game, for being honest with you, trying to play the game of attrition and hopefully, you know, she bows out and he chooses you. I think that's an immense fail. But if that's what you want to do, you can do that. But that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to have both of you as pseudo girlfriends. So that way he could technically have two girlfriends that are okay with him canoodling with both of you. And I think that's why he wanted to be at the fair with the both of you, because then that would kind of solidify like his thought process of like, oh yeah, they're good. They're okay with, you know, me fucking around on both of them. And, you know, I got plausible deniability of, oh, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend. You know what I mean? So yeah, dip, homegirl, dip. Run as far as you can from that guy, because you are only going to have heartache and trouble coming. Again, if you want to play the game of attrition, that's on you, baby. But yeah, get the fuck up out of there. But that's going to go ahead and be in today's episode, man. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Again, patreon.com/MyTheAsshole podcast. Get on in there, $3 a month. Get you over access to 100 hours of content over there. So definitely get in there, man. Definitely get in there. Audio listeners, keep downloading the podcast as well as rating us 5 stars. It is for free and it helps out so much. If you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and follow us on TikTok as well as Instagram. TikTok is for the short forum content as well as streams. Subscribe to us on YouTube. That way you can catch the video sides of the episodes as well as the live streams over there. If you miss a live stream, I do have a whole playlist called VOD Playlist where we have pretty much all of the past streams that we've done. You can check those out. See, get in there and then catch us live on Sundays and Mondays. All right. So I did change my stream schedule. My stream schedule will now be Sundays and Mondays for you guys. Sundays, we're going to be doing a book similar to the way we do Thursday, except for there's not going to be a thread or nothing like that. We just go straight into the book and then we talk about the book live as we're listening to it together. All right. And then on Fridays Mondays will be pretty normal. Mondays are going to be like gaming streams and stuff like that. We may even do a book, continue the book that we're doing live on Monday stream. Just depends on what I'm doing. But yeah. So again, love you guys all. Appreciate you so much. I'll see you on Thursday and peace.